Hi friends, welcome back. It is February 7th and I am in Northern Virginia, Zone 7A. And the weather is about 43 degrees right now. And I just looked into the extended forecast and it's going to be in the 60s in the next 10 days. So we're going to have 60-degree weather, 40s, 50s, and the lowest it will get is about 27 degrees on one day. So when I see that into the forecast, I can tell that I can do some transplanting. I have some lettuce seedlings that I have been growing here on this south-facing wall that I've been meaning to plant into my hoop house that is unheated, but it stays quite warm in there during sunny days. So I can get some of my seedlings planted into that greenhouse today and start my gardening season here in 2023. These are winter-grown lettuce, and they have been growing out here without any protection all of this winter. And we have been quite cold. We went down to 7 degrees, and these guys survived. This variety of lettuce is called Red Sails, and it's one of my favorites. I think I purchased a packet of seeds for this variety about 7 years ago, and I've been regrowing them from seeds that I save every single year. And they do the best in cold weather. So Red Sails is the one you want to look for if you want a lettuce that grows in the winter months here in Zone 7. As you can see here, I'm going to be taking half of these and the rest I'm going to let grow out here for a little longer. Once it warms up, I'm going to start spreading the seedlings into my raised bed here and into the raised beds that I have all over my yard. In the greenhouse, when it is sunny, it is about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than it is outside. So this week when we are in the 60s outdoors, it's going to be about 75 to 80 degrees in this greenhouse. This is a very cheap greenhouse that I bought online a few years ago, and I think it was around $150. But I have grown a lot more than $150 worth of produce in here because it allows me to start gardening about 4 weeks before I would outdoors. And it allows me to continue gardening in the fall about 4 weeks or 6 weeks even into the winter months. I came inside here the other day and I started clearing some of the weeds that I have in here, and I think I'm going to start planting on this end right here. It is so warm in this greenhouse that the mosquitoes are active in here. There's mosquitoes that are flying around in the middle of winter already. Isn't that weird? So one of the issues that I have in this greenhouse is slugs. They love to eat everything that I plant in here. In fact, I sowed some seeds in here in the winter months and they sprouted and the slugs ate all of them. And I'm going to be using this Sluggo to prevent slug damage. So I'm going to be planting all of my lettuce in here, probably only about 3 feet of this. 3 foot of lettuce is probably just enough for me and my wife to eat a good amount of lettuce every single week for the spring months. Luckily, I have already brought in a lot of water into this area, so I have some buckets of water here that I can use to water my lettuces. Lastly, to prevent the slug damage, I'm just going to sprinkle a few of these pellets into this raised bed, and this will protect my seedlings. I only applied this at the very beginning, at the seedling stage, to get the plants mature enough, and after they're mature enough, I don't really care about slug damage because there's more than enough for them to eat and for me to eat. So I don't really care about the slug damage afterwards. And that is how easy you can get started in gardening. If you don't have a greenhouse, you can still use this method just by utilizing a row cover where you cover exactly just over the bed itself. I think later today I'm going to be transplanting also some cilantro and some spinach that I have around the garden that is growing outdoors. But if I put it in the greenhouse, the additional heat will make them grow a little bit faster, and I can start eating some spring leafy greens very soon here. Check out my baby carrot that I just pulled out of that bit over there. It's so sweet. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so that you can see more videos like this and how you can garden very early here in Zone 7A. See you on the next one.